Welcome to Mindful Eating on Declutter the Mind. So find a small piece of food. It can be something as small as a raisin or as big as a sandwich. You can use any food that you like. Eating with mindfulness is not about deprivation or rules. And with your awareness in this moment, notice any thoughts or sensations or emotions that you are experiencing. Tune into the awareness or sensation that you have in your body of feeling hungry or thirsty or maybe even full. And pay attention and notice with awareness the sensations. Bring your attention now to the food you either have in your hand or on the end of a fork or in a spoon. And imagine now you're seeing it for the first time. Pay close attention to details with this piece of food. Notice the color. Notice the shape. Notice the texture. Notice the size. See if there's anything else you sense, notice, or feel. Maybe it's the steam coming off the piece of food, the sense of the temperature of the food, whether it's warm or cold. The smell. Now just begin to imagine what it took for this piece of food to get to you. The sunshine, the water, the amount of time that had to pass, the people involved, the processing, the shipping. And at this point, you can choose to be aware and grateful for everyone involved in the creation and processing and preparation of this piece of food. If the piece of food is in your hands, notice the weight of the food. Notice the texture against your hands. Notice the temperature. Notice the shape. And if the piece of food is not in your hands and it doesn't make too much of a mess, place your hand or a few fingers on top of the food and begin to notice the texture, smoothness, stickiness, the temperature. And if you begin to have any thoughts or your mind wanders, gently bring your mind back to the present moment, back to noticing the piece of food. And now take the piece of food and bring it toward your nose and smell it. Notice if the smell brings any memories with it, any sensations or reactions in your body. Even before you take a bite, you may be already imagining how it will taste. Maybe you notice a digestive response in your body. Notice if you have any cravings. And now, with full awareness, take a bite and place the food in your mouth. And try not to chew just for a moment, just to notice the piece of food in your mouth. Maybe you notice it against your tongue or teeth. Just allow it to be in your mouth for a few moments. And notice the texture, the shape, the weight. Of course, you might begin to notice the taste. Place your full awareness here on the flavor and texture. Notice any physical sensations in your body, especially in your mouth or gut. Notice any thoughts or temptations that enter your mind. Continue to breathe as you explore the sensations that arise with this piece of food inside your mouth. Now, take a bite of the food in your mouth and notice if the flavor changes. Place your full attention on the taste. Notice the change in texture. And now continue to chew this piece of food and notice the parts of your mouth that are involved in chewing. Notice your tongue. Notice your jaw. Notice the noises of chewing. Notice the buildup of saliva. Notice any change in mood or thoughts. Notice any sensations of gratification or satisfaction. And when you're ready, if you haven't done so already, you can swallow the piece of food. Notice the path that it follows from your mouth and throat into your stomach. And notice any sensations or tastes that linger. And now gently bring your attention to the body. Notice your breathing. Maybe your continued chewing. The rest of the food sitting in front of you or still in your hand. The sensations in your body. Any change in mood. Any thoughts that enter the mind. And now I invite you to pick up another piece of food or the rest of the food and eat it however you wish. And now notice how similar or different the experience is compared to the first time you took a bite of this piece of food. Notice what sensations or feelings you chose to focus on. Notice what your mind decided to notice. And with that, Enjoy the rest of your meal, and thanks for sitting. You've just completed your mindful eating practice.